Everyone, I'm Catherine and I'm here with Dr. Bacon for another Breakfast with Bacon, and today we're going to be talking about blood pressure.
Blood pressure. There's a lot of misinformation about blood pressure, and I think it's a great topic that we need to talk about. So let me ask you this, Catherine. If you're exercising, what happens to the blood pressure?
It's going to go up.
It's going to go up. So if it's going up, should we take a medication to lower that while you're exercising? No, we shouldn't. And so what we should understand is what's creating the blood pressure to rise versus just going, oh, the blood pressure is elevated, so we need to lower it. It is a normal, natural, physiological response to high stress or an activity that your body's through. Let me explain a little bit deeper here. So let me show you something. So I'm going to use Catherine to show you. If this arm is up, this is her normal stress under high stress. Working in my office is what this is always like. No. So this is her normal stress. And if we have more surface area, guess what should go up?
Our blood pressure.
Yeah, our blood pressure, right? You have more area to cover, right? So it's going to work harder. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you and illustrate. My hand also is going to be the drug now as the drug comes in. Her body is matching the stress response, nice like it's supposed to. The blood pressure is elevated. However, this is a high number. So what we do is we talk about this. You take the medication. She's going to try and keep this here, and I'm going to push it down. Now, she's pushing really hard to try and keep this up. What this is doing is the blood pressure is lowering this and making this your new normal. However, where is it still trying to get?
High.
Yeah, back up to here, right? Because that's its normal response. However, now, if you rest and we go into more of a growth and repair, or we do some things that help with the stress response, it'll drop it even lower, and then the drug will come along and push it even lower. This is something that is very alarming because you could get lightheaded, dizziness, things like that when you go from sitting to standing. This is the idea that the drug then is pushing you too low. And this is when you talk to your doctor about it to see what you can do to maybe change this. Now, and don't ever stop medication, because here's what happens if you do. Remember, this is her normal. This is her with the blood pressure medication. So here she is trying to get that arm up. The medication is holding this down. She's fighting to try and get here. And what ends up happening if you stop that medication is you see that. Now that is not a good physiological response. That's going to have something going on that could cause damage or problems. So if at any point you ever want to get off your medication, you need to discuss it with your medical doctor and make sure you go through the right processes as you start to wean away from it. Now, we're going to give you two things that you can do naturally to help work toward understanding what's going on with your blood pressure and how to support your body. And number one is
Sea salt.
Yeah.
We're always told to cut out the salt when we have high blood pressure. And, we don't want to eat the table salt. The sea salt is going to have more minerals and it's going to have less sodium than table salt. So that's going to be like your Celtic sea salt or even pink Himalayan sea salt. Those are going to help us hold on to water. And so that's going to actually help us regulate our blood pressure.
Where are we also getting sodium then from that could be causing some of this problem too? Where are we getting that from?
Yeah, we're getting that from our processed foods. So actually 75% of sodium that Americans eat is actually from processed foods and not salt that you're adding to your foods.
Wow, interesting, because one of the things that salt does, like you said, it holds that water, allows you to actually regulate your blood pressure better, right? And you need those minerals. Those minerals are actually in there to help calm the system down to deal with the stress response because you're burning through those under high stress. Now, number two, thank you, Catherine, that's awesome. Number two would be getting more into what's called the parasympathetic response. So there are things that you can do to get into parasympathetic. Parasympathetic is that growth and repair. When you're under high stress, you're fight or flight, you're burning through minerals, you're go, go, go. Parasympathetic is getting more into that restful state. So parasympathetic would be good rest, would be meditation, would be also breathing. Breathing exercises are really important. If you just did this, in fact, if you just took a second to do this right now, 5 seconds in, 5-second hold, and then 5-second out. And the big part is that 5-second out. You can call it box breathing, you can call it just rhythmic breathing, whatever you want to do. But it doesn't even have to be 5, but more of a count to relax the body. And when you're counting, you're also working on the left side of the brain. Left side of the brain also helps to kind of get us more into that calm growth and repair. And then the other thing would be like meditation. And the one that's really good too is gargling. Gargling gets you into parasympathetic. So take the water, a big drink of water, gargle at nighttime, loud and proud, and that will feel really good as long as you can. Spit it out and do that a couple times. That will get you into that growth and repair, right? Because of the stimulation to the nerves that's up there. These are two great ideas. A lot of information when it comes to blood pressure. Catherine, thank you for your help. We appreciate you guys sharing those with your friends and family, especially people you are concerned about that may be on medication, that we may need to start talking to get them on the right path. Appreciate you guys with your time, and we'll see you again on the next Breakfast with Bacon.